Hello everybody and happy Friday, or happy whatever day it is if you're watching this in the future. This is the start of many different videos that I'm going to be doing here on my channel. I am actually like a tried and true content creator on Instagram. I've tried other platforms that just weren't for me. I feel like when you know which platform you belong to, and that leads me into the reason why I'm creating this video and the start of my YouTube journey again. I say this because I've started YouTube probably more times than I can admit without feeling embarrassed, but there's always a time when you know to continue the journey, and I feel like that is now. Stop holding yourself back, just do it. That being said, I do have some notes on my phone because I'm a mom of 3 and I can't remember what I did like even 5 minutes ago, so if you see me looking down at my phone, like, I apologize, but I need to have my notes. So the topic of this video is the pressure to have it all together. And like, being a content creator in the last 6 years, I can attest to this, especially being on Instagram. I feel like there was a time where it was a very curated app, and I feel like if you didn't fit into a niche or a curation, your what is that thing called? Your feed was not curated perfectly. Like, people didn't want to follow you. I feel like now we've eased up in that space because of TikTok, but I feel like my heart will always be with Instagram. I've been there since, as a content creator since 2019, but on Instagram since like the beginning of time. And I love it. So I've gone through all the pressures of having to, or not having to, but like feeling like I need to, I guess, be perfect or look perfect or have some sort of life, because I know like a lot of people, let's face it, always chase what they don't have. They always want to, look at people who have like these lavish vacations or these big houses or these perfect, and I say this very loosely, perfect lives. And like, I'm here to tell you that the pressure we put on ourselves for something that doesn't exist needs to be talked about. Because of content creation, we've created like this illusion of perfection that really doesn't exist. I don't know why or how this came about, but we create this like image in our mind of how we're supposed to be a successful content creator, or like the amount of collaborations that we have, or the amount of money that needs to be made to consider ourselves successful. And personally, I talk with my hands a lot, guys, sorry. Personally, I want to kind of escape from that, because there is this fine line between reality and the expectation that we create in our minds of how we're supposed to be. So with that being said, like, as an influencer content creator, in a specific space, like, we are often looked at, like, I feel like with a microscope, and a lot of the everyday people don't seem to see that. And the pressure sometimes to keep up can be very daunting. I know for myself personally, like, I don't feel like I need to keep up, but it's so easy to get caught up in the trap, or caught up in the, like, why doesn't my life look like this, or, and that there's so much pressure internally, not just from the outside world, but like from ourselves as well, to look good, to always have the cleanest house, to have our grids and our feeds look so great, and, have that picture perfect moment. I can't tell you the numerous times that I've filmed like a reel or something and I delete scenes because I'm like, I don't like the way I look here, or, the way I smiled, like it wasn't fully what I like. There's so many things that I've nitpicked with myself, and I don't want to do that anymore. Like, I want to show up exactly how I am. Like some days, like today, I'm suffering from really flat hair because it's raining outside, and you know what, I'm just gonna show up as me, and this is who I am today. Tomorrow you might see me with the biggest hair ever, and you know, that's just me. And I feel like we need more of that in the social media presence, and especially like having my children, my girls, my son that look up to me. Like it's so crucial to come as I am. And I've had to take a moment for myself and remind myself that where I am in my journey, how far I've come in this journey is exactly where I need to be. There's no such thing as perfection. There's no such thing as the right or wrong way. I feel like as a creator, as an influencer, you sharing your life exactly how it is, in the moments, those real raw moments, like that's where your people really can connect to you and really can get to know you as if they're your friend sitting in front of you for coffee. And like for me personally, I am the type of person that I want to connect and just like know and love everybody. And I feel like because I started my journey on Instagram for like a coping mechanism, I just always want to be that person for everybody else as well. And in doing so, I need to let go of the illusion of having to have a perfect life. Like if I go through something, that's okay, because what I go through will in turn help somebody else if I share my journey and share like how I've overcome things. I think it's a huge like advantage to have a social media presence and, you know, have people who follow you and like you for you, and you be able to help them through times that they just might not be able to talk to their friends in their actual close circle or their family members or even their spouse because they don't know how to deal with it because they can't relate. So for me personally, like I want to be that for anybody that doesn't have that or anybody that has it and just wants someone else's point of view. So with all this being said, I've decided that I'm focusing on the progress that I make in my social media presence versus the perfection that I once tried to chase. I've allowed myself to really like ease up and get a little less aggressive with myself, with like, you know, nitpicking the photos and like zooming in and saying, oh my gosh, like I don't like the way my eyes look tired today. Like my eyes, guys, are tired. I'm so tired. And typically I wouldn't want to show up to the world looking so tired, but this is me today. And you know, I have to accept that because not everybody has their best days every day. And that's okay. It's not healthy to want to have it all together, because at the end of the day, if you have perfection, what is it teaching you? Nothing. There's nothing more to learn. There's nothing more to teach to anybody. So for me personally, like when I go through a time where I feel like it is just, you know, all odds are against me, I feel like I take a step back now and I ask myself, like, what is this journey teaching me? Like even like the obsession with wanting to be perfect, or like not wanting to start my Instagram career because my house wasn't the biggest. Like I was afraid to start because I'm like, I don't have this big beautiful house. I like, why would people want to follow me? But it's not about the materialistic things at all. It's about like what I give to people, like mentally and inspirational and stuff like that. And I feel like being myself and allowing myself to be vulnerable in these situations and talking about like things that I've gone through or different obstacles in life has really allowed me to connect to people. So it wasn't about, and it was never about the way things looked. Like, I'm still somebody who loves aesthetics. I'm still somebody who loves the look of pretty things, but I'm just not going to obsess over those things anymore because it's not needed. And it does no good for anybody because realistically, like nothing in life is perfect. And yeah. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap this car chat up. It's always going to be a little bit casual. I'm in my cozies, and I hope you guys are in your cozies too. So I just want to thank you guys always for supporting me and giving me your feedback. And if you guys think I should do like a Q&A, let me know. I might post it on my Instagram. I might post it in like the community page on here. I don't know how to use that yet, but I hear a lot of YouTubers talk about that, so I'm gonna try and figure that out. So yeah, or you can leave a comment down below and let me know any questions or any topics you think I want, or any questions or any topics you think I should talk about. And yeah, I'm open to any ideas, but I want to always thank you guys for following along and for always supporting me, because without you guys, I am not making the impact that I want to make. So, but I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I'll see you in the next one.